It's so cool. I love it. Hello everybody, my name's Amy, welcome back to my channel. So Christmas vlog kind of didn't happen. The kids were at home and I just couldn't do it. So what I've done is I had a bit of B-roll which I have put at the beginning of this vlog to like basically do like a little bit of like here's what happened over Christmas, but nothing much really happened anyway. So I didn't really talk or update or anything over Christmas or anything like that. It's now the, what's the date today? It's the 7th of January. So Happy New Year everyone. We're 7 days into January and I've only just started a book like 3 days ago, which is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I'm nearly halfway through, but I'm listening to it on audio and I'm reading along and I'm annotating it. But I thought I'd quickly show you as well what I got like for Christmas, like book wise and stuff, and like what I've bought with like Christmas money and everything. So I'll start from the top and I'll work my way down. So my brother got me Hopeless by Elsie Silver because it's the last one in the series, so, and I needed that one. I already knew I was getting this because I bought it with my mum and then she gave it to him. And then he also bought me Daydream by Hannah Grace because I obviously have read Icebreaker, I've now read Wildfire, and I've been meaning to get this one. I can't wait for this one because it's Henry's book. And then I then bought myself the next lot of, like, the, what are they called, Boys of Tommen series. So obviously I've got Binding 13 and Keeping 13, so I've now got Saving 6, Redeeming 6 and Taming 7. I got these from the works on Sunday when I went shopping with my best friend Holly, so I now have those. And then I bought the Kiss of Iron and A Touch of Poison. Oh, there's 2p there, because I've been meaning to read these, and apparently they're going into a publisher, and I really wanted the indie version, so I quickly snatched those up from Amazon. I'm waiting for the third one to come in the indie version, and that should be arriving tomorrow, I think. And then I got £25 from my sister-in-law and her husband from Waterstones, so I bought a Moon Sun Rising, because this is the second book to the Hurricane Wars, and it is a stunning edition. And when I looked at the difference between like price on this and on Amazon, it wasn't that much of a difference. And then it's got really cool end papers as well. Kind of like reminds me of our map, kind of, but it's not. And they're the same, yeah, and they're the same on the other side. So, because I plan on reading the Hurricane Wars this year as well, and then I can obviously get to the second one. I then bought Light Lark. I managed to get the hardcover from Amazon because obviously me and my friends, so me, Holly and Alex, we're basically we've picked 3 books to tab and annotate, and then we're going to pass them round. So I'm going to read, tab and annotate, then Alex is going to read, tab and annotate, and then Holly's going to read, tab and annotate, and we've all done it. So I chose Light Lark, Alex chose Gothica, and Holly chose A Thousand Boy Kisses, which she's 152 pages into, and she said she's cried multiple times. And then I got The Blood of Hercules, which was like £22 in Waterstones, and then it said £3 off. But then I went onto Amazon and I saw that it was £12 in there, but in Waterstones it had like end papers and then foiling on the hardcover, and I thought, I don't think that's a Waterstones thing, so I think that's just an actual thing. So when I got this delivered yesterday, it literally does have all of the stuff on it, and then it has the like marblish end papers. So I thought, oh, that's cool. And I do really want to read this as well. One, because it's got my favourite narrator in it, and 2, I think it's going to be a good book, so we shall see how it goes. But yes, the second one comes out, and then you will see some footage after this of me like taking all the stuff off, but I didn't actually open it on camera because Holly wanted to see me open it. So she bought The Ritual for me for Christmas, which you've seen, but because I had such a bad time over Christmas and I had some very bad news, she done this thing. It was like a trend on, I think she said it was on TikTok, and it was a blind date with a book, and she got me the second book to The Ritual by Chantal Tessier, and it's The Sinner, and she's like, you need to get it. So then obviously I've got this in there that says blind date with a book, and it says, to Amy, what's better than a book? A dark romance book, enjoy. So I plan on reading all of these as well. Yes. So I'm just waiting on one more book to arrive, which is obviously, I don't know what the second one is called, To a Kiss of Iron. And then I've also bought myself some cancelling noise headphones, because when I'm tidying up and I'm listening to a book, my earpods just fall out. So I thought I'd buy myself some of those, and now that's it now. Once that next book arrives, unless the only other books that I will probably be buying is the second and third one to this, if I love it. And I'm gonna read it straight away. Oh, was that damaged? Yeah, it's only a little bit, it's fine. I'm going to read that one, and because I only want to read that because I saw some fan art on TikTok, And I was like, I need to read that. It's a YA, but apparently it gets like non-YA throughout the series. So I thought, okay, I can deal with that. And there's not, YA is not all bad. I mean, even though it does have, I mean, if it has romance in it, if I want a dark romance, I will go and get one of these. But if I want, I mean, like when I read Powerless, I liked Powerless, but I didn't love it because it was just fluff. There was no romance in it whatsoever. There's not even one kiss, nothing. But whereas this, I know this is enemies to lovers, and everyone's picking like a certain person. But I think I know who I'm gonna pick. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm off this week. Obviously, I had Kieran at home yesterday, so I'm going to try and vlog as much as I can this week for my first vlog of the year. I've filmed my 2025 and 2025, that's up. My January TBR is now up. I filmed yesterday my favourite books of the year for 2024. Yesterday I filmed my favourite books of the year for 2024, so I filmed that. I just need to edit it and put it on the computer, which I'll probably do tomorrow because I'm trying to like basically organise my house, which is not going well because I have no motivation to organise it. I have this lovely new reading journal that I've not written in yet because I haven't actually finished a book yet, and it's like day 7 of January. We're on the 7th of January and I've not finished a book yet, but we're here for me, so yay. And then Holly gave me these as well, which I need to open, which I've not actually opened them since she gave them to me. She gave them to me on Sunday, so she has given me, we've got Finding Perfect by Colin Hoover, Finding Cinderella by Colin Hoover, and then Losing Hope by Colleen Hoover. Oh, she gave me the things in her journal so I could copy them because I wanted to put these in my journal. And then she's given me her hardbacks of, I think she started reading that. So I read these when I was like a teenager. So you've got The Magician's Guild by Trudy Kavner, The Novice, and The High Lord. I have these in paperback, but there's nothing better than a hardback book sometimes. But yes, so then she gave me these as well. She bought them on eBay like a couple of years ago, and she never got into them. But I read these when I was like 17, and I loved them because this is what probably got me into like the villain, I think. Because I was always like, oh no, the Prince Charming, but this is what got me into the villain because he was the villain, and he was a good villain in the end. But yeah, and the writing's much, because what was his name? Hang on. Let me see if I can find his name. I think it's like Carcrick. Oh no, it's not. It's Arcarine. And he's the Dark High Lord. So that is my hefty stack of books. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 new books, which I've now got to find space for on my shelves. It's gonna be fun. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I'll catch up when I've read more. Hey everyone, so update on Quicksilver. I am on chapter 27. I've been reading it since Sunday. It's now Wednesday. I'm on page 403, and it's just never ending, but it's so good as well. I'm taking my time with it. I found that I rush books as well, so I'm going to start taking my time with them and everything. But I thought I'd quickly pop on because I just got my last package, which is the book 3 of, I can't remember what the series called, it's The Kiss of Iron, and obviously this one's just come out, and I wanted to make sure I got the indie version. So it's A Promise of Lies by Claire Sager, so I'm like, I'm good now. I've got all the indie versions, so that's good. I don't know when I'm going to start it. I'm not sure. I probably will start at some point, but there's so other many books that I need to start and read. This being one of them. I also got, I think it's called Manacled on my Kindle. It's a Draco. It's a Draco and Hermione fanfic, and I've had it on my phone, like from the website, for ages. But then I found out you could put it on your Kindle, so I did that yesterday. So I might end up reading that at some point, because I love a Draco and Hermione fanfic, and this one's meant to be like really, really dark. And I've read loads of like Draco and Hermione fanfics like when I was a teenager and stuff, and they were like, that's really got me into like spicy stuff, I suppose, because I always used to read all the mature ones, because I was like, this is so good, we need to have Draco and Hermione, you know what, going on in our lives, because she was the good girl and he was the bad boy. So yes, I have been obviously tabbing this. I haven't got as many tabs. I normally have like 6 tabs going on, but I didn't this time, so I literally have romance, information, quotes, and what the F. I've had like 3 what the F moments. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 romancy ones, and then there's only like 2 quotes. Obviously, which is the do not touch the sword, do not turn the key, do not open the gate. And then you got this one when someone calls her Sunshine and he's like, no, because she's Moonlight, and then he goes on about blah 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 blah. But yes, but I am really enjoying this. I've got to go get the kids soon. I normally have to do Cub and Scout run, but I don't know if I'm actually going to take Riley. I'm going to talk to him and see what he says, and because he is supposed to be going into Cubs, but then that's on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I work Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I can't take him. So I'm going to have to take him out and then see if he wants to go. But I want to actually see if he wants to carry on going for like the rest of this term. If he does, then okay, yeah, I'll pay for it. And then Kieran can just keep going to Scouts, because he's literally worked so hard from Beavers to Scouts, and he's on his way to getting his gold award. He's got his bronze and he's got his silver. But even he's like, oh, I don't know, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm like, yeah, but you're like, even just do it throughout the whole of like you being at school, because if it's just him going, it's not so bad. But it is a nightmare having to go back and forth all the time, because when Kieran was in Beavers for the 17th, the town that we live in, it was Beavers at this time, Scouts at this, no, Cubs at this time, and then Scouts. But these are all on different days, and there's 2 different colonies, and I can't be mucking around with it. So it's like 25 to 2. I've got another like 40 minutes of more that I can read some of this. I don't know if I'm going to read any later. I'm not sure, because obviously it is Cub and Scout run, but we shall see what happens, and I will get back to you when I've got an update on this, or if I've finished it, which I doubt, because I've been reading it since Sunday, so it's taken me quite a while. It is a hefty book though. But then I'm hopefully going to read Light Lark as well, but then I also want to read something else. There's many things I want to read, so we shall see what happens, and I'll update you in a bit. Hey everyone, it's been a few days, but I thought I'd give you a tiny update. I finished Quicksilver, gave it 5 stars, loved it. The kids are upstairs, hopefully doing what I've asked them, because I've lost my bag like however many times this morning. And I have now started a new book, but I'm going to tell you a bit more about, like, obviously with Quicksilver and stuff. So it took me a long time to read it. I had a whole week off, and I didn't update much because I was busy doing stuff around the house, and I was so like in it. Yes, I know, Daisy. I was so like in it, and then every time I was reading it, it was at like night time, and I was in bed, and like Carl was asleep next to me, so I couldn't really like update or anything. So I gave it 5 stars. It was it was like the ending was just like shocking and everything, and I was like, oh my god. And I'm literally like, I was messaging Holly and Alex at the time going, what the F, oh my god, this person's this person and this person's this person, and is he good now, is he bad, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. So yes, so I did manage to finish Quicksilver and absolutely loved it. So that's my first book of the year read. Let me just get the next one I'm reading. So I started this last night, which is Lightlark, and me, Holly and Alex are doing this thing where we select a book, we tab it, annotate it, send it to the next one, they read it, set up their own tabs, annotate it, and then so on and so forth. And I've only read the first chapter, but literally the amount of stuff I've highlighted just in these like first chapter is literally insane. So this is obviously information. So literally the first chapter is like a massive info dump. So I've actually only got up to like chapter 2, and the reason why I chose this is because of a TikTok that I saw on TikTok, obviously, and it was a picture, and I don't know what that picture means, but I then was like, oh, what book is this? This looks like a good book. And apparently it was Lightlark, and apparently this hasn't got very many good reviews, but I then saw someone else say that you need to go into this without reading the reviews, so that's what I've done. So I'm going into this completely blind. So yes, so I'm currently reading this. It's Sunday. I'm going to carry this vlog on, I think, because I've only done like a couple of updates, so I'm going to carry it on while reading this, and then it will be like my first year vlog and it'll be my New Year one. But I have got a video that I need to edit and put up, which is my best books of 2024. So I've filmed it. I just need to edit it and put it on YouTube, which I might do tomorrow. But anyway, that's my tiny little update for now, because the kids coming downstairs and I need to move my dishwasher out of my utility room because I've got a new one coming because mine broke. Yay. And I've got a really poorly nail, so I don't know if you can see it. It's like there, and I've had to cut them like down like really short because of this one, of like how like far down it's broken. But yeah, you can't really see it, but it's really painful. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I can hear them mucking around, so I'm gonna go sort them out. See you in a bit. Oh my god, guys, it's so cold in my house, like so cold in my house. I'm just brushing my hair because it's a mess and I haven't brushed it for a couple of days because it needs washing. But I've got work and I'm off tomorrow, so I've got to obviously wait for my tumble dryer to be delivered, do my son's birthday cake, but then I thought I could have a quick shower before like my mum gets here, and because I don't know when the tumble dryer is going to be coming. So once I know what time the tumble dryer is going to be coming, I can just like get Carl to do the school run, and then I can pop in the shower and quickly have a shower, wash my hair, because I was supposed to have a bath last night, but I didn't end up doing that because I put my headphones on and I was listening to music, and obviously I didn't read anything. I also haven't started reading today yet because I have been doing adult things and it's freezing. So I've just made myself a cup of tea. I'm using my new mug from Fairy Loot. Even though I didn't actually like the Crimson Moth, I love the mug. I will read Rebel Witch when it comes out, but I'm just going to put it on my Kindle because, and I'm not going to get the Fairy Loot one because I just found it boring. Like really, really boring. And I know that I probably shouldn't have sold it, and I should wait until I've read Rebel Witch because Rebel Witch probably will be like 5 stars. But I don't even know if I want to actually read it. I've got a book on my Kindle called Mirror of Beast, which is the sequel to Silver in the Bone. And I sold that because I liked it, but I didn't love it, and I didn't want to keep keeping books that were like 3 stars, so I've like gone through. I've also put up 2 books on my Vinted that I don't plan on reading, which is The Forest Grimm and The Girl with No Reflection, because sometimes I want the boxes for the stuff that's in the boxes, like when it comes up with a mug or a blanket or like a bag and stuff like that. And I mean, we just got a journal that looks absolutely amazing, and yeah, so no reading has been done, but I have just put another wash on. I've just folded the washing as well. Let's go in the living room. So yes, so I've got my washing machine on, but which is annoying because I normally do 2 loads a day. So where obviously I do 2 loads a day, I have one in the tumble dryer and then one on the airer. But the stuff that I've got on my airer is not that much. So like the swim stuff, and then I put a towel on the radiator, and I've got a towel out on that radiator. So I thought, oh, if I transfer the swim stuff to the other little radiator, then I can put like the stuff I've just washed on the big airer. I meant the little stuff on the little airer. But I'm still watching YouTube. I also finally put my dust jackets on my Throne of Glass set. So let me just put that down. So I now have on, and there's my baby. I absolutely love him. So there's my baby. There's my baby. And there's my baby. So I now have my lovely Throne of Glass. And they're all from Custom Magic Designs. They're all done by like the same artist. I can't remember her name though. But I absolutely love them. I need to give that back to my mum. I'm hopefully going to be getting Onyx Storm from Fairy Loot soon, and obviously I sorted out these shelves as well, so I put like my favourite ones over there, and then I have also then sorted out my desk area so it's not like an absolute mess. So obviously, so I Fairy Loot Crescent City ones up there, so I've just got to wait, and then I've got my fantasy, and then I've got basically like romance, but then ignore that because I might sell them, I don't know. And then I've got more romance, then I've got my hardbacks, and then I've got basically my Zodiac Academy, and then I've got ones that are just like, I mean, I've read that one and that one, but I haven't read that one. I don't know about those 2. I don't know if I'm going to sell them. Obviously I've got my Heartstopper ones, and then I've got my Witcher books, which I've only read one of. Obviously number 5's there because I'm going to be reading it. I just finished Quicksilver, amazing book. I'm currently reading Lightlark, state of my desk. It is really, really dirty. But yes, I sorted out down there. And then I have obviously my Marie V. Snyder. And then my friend Holly gave me these, which are the first 3 books in hardback. Oh, plasters. Ignore those. And then I've got these, which I really need to listen to. And then I've got my red Fairy Loot books there that I have read. But I don't know whether I'm going to sell them or not, unless the second book, but which they're all down here. And then you've got the next one. And then I've got my little tea, my tin, and then I've got my albums and that down there. So to do like a massive like sort out and stuff. But oh, Daisy, get off of there. She's slaying on Aiden's onesie. Get off. Get off. I need to go put it all away. So I will catch you up a bit later. I'm trying to, hang on, I'm just going to take her off because she's being annoying. There you go. Hello. Purry, purry. Are you purring? Yes. Yes. But yes, so I'm going to go. I'm going to put this washing away. Probably drink my tea, have something to eat, and then I might read a couple of chapters of When the Moon Hatched. But I've just put my heating on because I was freezing, and now I'm like warming up a little bit now, so I could probably read decent. Well, I could probably read like 50 pages probably. Depends. I normally do read quicker on my Kindle, but I really want to use my stand and my Kindle clicker, so I need a Kindle book. And I had When the Moon Hatched on Prime, so I have got the hardback of it, but because it's got sprayed edges, I don't really want to annotate it. And obviously I just tabbed and annotated Quicksilver, and I'm now tabbing and annotating Lightlark, so I don't really want to annotate anything else. But I'm going to go because my recording time's running out, so I will catch up in a bit. Bye. Did I accidentally start When the Moon Hatched yesterday? Yes, I did. And I read 5 chapters, and I think that's going to be my priority read for this week because it was so good. Oh, them 5 chapters were just like amazing. I'm just waiting for my mum and that to get here because we've got to make Riley's cake. Carl's gone to the bank to put money in Kieran's account because he's obviously got a card now, so he wanted to get his money put in the bank. So yeah, so I need to put some of this on the computer because I literally only have like 3 minutes of recording time left. And yes, so I thought I'd give you a tiny little update that I probably won't update much today because I'm quite busy, obviously, because I've got to make the cake and it's Riley's birthday. I've got to wrap his presents, I've got to decorate the living room. Yes, I am that horrible mum that didn't give his presents this morning, otherwise he would just want to play with it before he went to school. So he's going to get all his presents when he gets home from school. If it was a weekend I would have given to him, but he said it's fine because he'd rather get it when he gets home. So I'm going to go and I will update you a bit later. Bye. Hey everyone, you might not be able to, it's going to cut my head off because I'm making a coffee, but where I've put my phone, it's like on top of my kettle, so I'm just going to make myself a coffee and then I will tell you about yesterday, which wasn't, it was loud because obviously it was Riley's birthday. So obviously he got home from school and we opened his presents, and then Aiden started muscling in because obviously that's what Aiden does, and yeah, and then we blew out his cake and then he went to bed, and then I had a bath, watched a bit of Star Wars, and then I read about 2 chapters of my book and fell asleep. So I'm currently just put literally all this footage on the computer, which took me ages because it just wasn't having it, because my phone keeps running out of space. So I've just literally transferred all the pictures from my phone to my computer, and I've now deleted them off my phone. So I am going to get my coffee, have something to eat because I'm hungry, and then watch a bit more of YouTube, and then maybe read my book. But I don't have work today, so, which is good, and then I don't have work until like 4 o'clock tomorrow, but Carl's at home tomorrow, so I will have to be like not in, I can be in the living room, but when I think he has his exam I have to be out of the living room, but I might be on my way to work by then, so that's fine. So yes, so if I just go down here, you can actually see. So yeah, so I basically had to take all the footage off of my phone, which was not fun this morning. It took, well, what's the time now? It's 11 o'clock and I started taking it off at 9 o'clock. So, because I wanted to get my best books of 2024 on the computer, which was not having it. So then I can obviously then edit that and get that up on YouTube, obviously, because obviously that's what I need to do. So yeah, like I said, I've not read much. I don't really read that much in January anyway, because I do all like this, the cleaning and like the new year cleaning, and I've got to sort out all the clothes. So I was going to clean my cooker today, but I cannot be bothered. And then my dad made me a new tablet stand for my bigger tablet. And it's got my favourite animal in it, which is a killer whale. I was talking to, that's my coffee machine in the background, sorry if it's loud. We were talking about whales the other day at work, and everyone was like, oh my god, they literally like did this and they did that, and I'm like, that's why it's called a killer whale. It kills to survive, it kills to eat. Anyway, I am going to go and watch the rest of my YouTube video that I'm watching, and then I will try and edit my other book. My dishwasher's not done, so that's not my, my dishwasher's not done. Yes, so I will update you when I've read a bit more of either Light Lark or When the Moon Hatched, which is what I'm reading because that's badass and I really want to keep reading it. But I was kind of like, I couldn't take it in last night, I just needed to go to sleep because it was a busy day yesterday. I think there's a tiny bit of footage of what the cake looked like. If not, I'll put it up there or up there. So we will see. So I'll let you know when I've read a bit more. Bye. Hey everyone. It's very much later in the day now. It's like 3:15. Carl got home early, so he's gone to get the boys from school, and I'm currently reading Light Lark. Look at my tabs already. I'm only on chapter 6, right? And there is so much going on. There's so much going on. I mean, literally, I have so many annotations in here already. Just for like, I mean, the blue I have, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tabs. So I've got dark blue for character, light blue for sad and what the F, purple, like lilac for quotes, and then like a pinky colour for romance, and like a dark pink for information. So all of my information tabs. Problem is these tabs are like not see-through, and obviously because I'm annotating this and then giving it to Holly and then she's annotating it, like to say like when I've done this page, I've had to put the tab down there because obviously it covers up the writing, and then obviously the same on this page. There's so much, there's so many. And then obviously if I find a new person, I underline it and then just put the tab at the bottom so I know there's a new person on that page, and then it's underlined anyway. I've already done one quote because the writing's really good, so but yeah, there's just, I've already like, I've written in it and everything. I'm like, this person's sus. I don't know what the fuck, because she, yeah, but yeah, and it's like, and then it's like, that's a what the F moment. So, and then it's just like, she's like every other page. There's so much info dumpy, but then I don't, because I'm listening to it, I then can't actually remember if I've actually, so there's sometimes where I'm tabbing, like I've like done it, but I've not tabbed it because I don't want to run out of tabs. And I'm only on chapter 6, so I'm on chapter 6, page 44, and I'm quite enjoying it actually, to be fair. I think I've met the love interest, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I've met the love interest, but I'm gonna have stopped reading because I need to go and start prepping dinner. I'm now in my PJs, so I also today I edited my favourite books of 2024, and I've uploaded that to my YouTube, so that's done. I'm going to end this vlog on Friday and then try to get that edited, because obviously I've carried it on, because obviously it's like the 15th of January now, and I've not actually, the first week I didn't really read anything, so I didn't bother. I've carried it on because I didn't really read anything, so I've only read one book so far. I'm hoping that I can get this mostly done, because it's only like 8 hours, so it's 8 hours like listening, but obviously I have to keep like stopping to like annotate it, but then if I was physically reading it, it'd take me longer. But I am quite enjoying it, so I will update you more when I've read some more. Probably tomorrow. I'll probably update tomorrow or later. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. I'll see you in a bit. just filmed a clip for this vlog and it cut my head off and it was upside down, so I deleted it. So I am now going to do it this way around and everything's going to be back to front, so which is really annoying. I could get my camera out, but then it just confuses me. And yeah, so I am currently still reading Light Lark. I am on page 235, chapter 32. I'm really enjoying this. I have no idea who the love interest is. I have a feeling I know who I want it to be, but there's apparently, I think there's two possible candidates, but we don't know. I think this is more the setup book. There's so much information going on here. This is more the setup book, I think, which I kind of like and I kind of don't. But then there is stuff that's obviously happening and everything. But it was basically the same like in Throne of Glass. Like Throne of Glass was a setup book and then you had like the romance a bit later on. I don't know how many series, like books are in this series. There's 3 at the moment. I've only got the first one, but depending on how this ends, whether I buy the next one straight away. And I am really enjoying this. I am also reading When the Moon Hatched on my Kindle, but I'm thinking about switching that out to audio while I'm doing stuff around the house, because I can read it physically on my Kindle and then like listen to it at the same time, like if I'm doing stuff around the house, because I'm finding it really hard to read it on my Kindle. I think I'm on chapter 15. I don't know what page that is, but yes. But what you would have seen in the clip was me unboxing my Romantasy book. So I'm going to show you it now. But it's going to be back to front. So, and I've changed the dust jacket around and everything. So this is my Romantasy book from Veryloot. It's the Starlight Air by Amelia Howard. And it's a stunning, stunning edition. These are the sprayed edges. And then this is the back. This isn't the cover that was on it when I pulled it out of the bag. It has, this is the alternate dust jacket. So I'll quickly show you. So this was the dust jacket that you would have seen as I pulled it out of the Veryloot bag. But that's fine. We like this one better anyway. And then this is the naked cover. I mean, hello. And then we have Amazing, which are then different on the back. And yeah. And look, I mean, look at this. Look at that one. But yes. So I don't know what it's about. I have this thing now where I like to go into books without knowing what they're about. I kind of read the blurb for this when it got announced, just to see if I was going to not skip it or not. So I kind of got the gist. I can't actually remember what it's about, but it says on the back, it says darkness can never thrive where light burns. And then I think on this bit, on the other cover, it says the stars have spoken and one of their own awakens. So, yes, I'm quite excited to read this. It's not very long. It's only like 349 pages, which I looked at in my other clip. But then I saw the last line. So, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. So, yes, isn't she stunning? She's stunning. So, I am going to go. I've just had something to eat. I am going to make myself a coffee. And I am going to be reading more of this. I think I've got like 3.5 hours left on the audio, so I can manage it because it's 10:30 now. So I'm hoping I can read a chunk of it, depending on what time Carl finishes, whether we go shopping or not. So I'm going to try read a chunk of it now, and then I will probably end out this vlog today because I think I've got enough footage now. So this is going to be my first vlog of 2025, but I did kind of start it right at the beginning, but I didn't read right at the beginning of the year. So I've only read one book this whole month so far, and it is it's the 17th of January, and I've only finished one book, whereas my 2 friends have finished like 3. which is weird because normally it's the other way around. Normally I finish like 3 books and they haven't finished 1 yet, whereas saying that though, Quicksilver was a chunk. And saying that though, when the moon hatched is also a chunk. This isn't that bad because obviously, but I am annotating it. I am annotating it as well. So there's quite a few tabs in there. Anyway, I am going to go. So I'm going to go make myself coffee, nice hot coffee, and I'm going to start reading. And I will update you later. Bye. Hey everyone, so I'm got my reading update for you. I finished Light Lark by Alex Astor, sorry. And oh my god, those last 10 chapters, what the F. Look at all my tabs. I mean, they're all down the bottom because I accidentally chose tabs that were like not very see-through. But I couldn't believe it. So I was like, alright, okay, so it's going on. What's going to happen? Something bad's going to happen. And I knew for certain that something was going to happen between like the two, like, because obviously there's 2 love interests. There's a love triangle in here. So I knew someone was going to like either be like the goodish one and the one that's not the goodish one. But for this other person that like this other person in the book, I can't believe it. I literally was reading it and I was like, what? Literally, I could not believe it. The amount of blue tabs I have, which is which will be at for the what the fuck, basically. That's my what the fuck. So yeah, so I cannot believe this. I've now got to send it to Holly so she can read and annotate it, and then she's got to send it to Alex, and then she's going to read and annotate it, and then I get it back, and then I can look through of like what they've annotated and stuff. So I'm quite excited because obviously all my annotations are like down the bottom, because obviously where mine aren't very see-through. I mean, I have got some that are obviously in it if there's gaps and stuff, but yes, this was so good. 5 stars. As Emmy says, you have the 5-star feeling. This was the 5-star feeling. It was brilliant. I mean, it was like a little bit slow to begin with, but also she's also the reason why I wanted to read this book in the first place, and also because of a fan art that I saw on TikTok. So, oh, I suppose I should have got this. And then I was reading When the Moon Hatched on my Kindle, and I was really struggling with it. So I've now switched to the audio. And I'm now on chapter 39, page 243. Now, Onyx Storm comes out tomorrow, which I'm really excited for, but I don't know when I'm going to be able to read it, because I want to try to finish this first before I read it. I am going to come off social media, like I'm not going to go on TikTok for the whole time until I've read it, so I'm going to ban myself from TikTok. That's going to be really hard for me. And I'm going to ban myself from like the Fourth Wing pages on like Facebook and stuff, and I'm not going to be on them either, because I swear to God, if someone spoils it for me, I'll be really, really angry. So yes, but I am working tomorrow on release day, and then on Wednesday I am out all day, so I'm not going to have a chance to read it on Wednesday either. I only found out about going out on Wednesday, like Thursday just gone, because I'm going to a funeral. So, and obviously you don't ever know when those are going to happen. So, yes, that's going to be a horrible day. And I know that I'm going to be in for pain when I read Onyx Storm. So, this couldn't have happened at a worse time in my entire life. But we'll get on with it, as you do. But also, Cole's away that night as well. So, not only am I going to who was really, really like close to me, who I've known since I was like 18, I'm now 35, and to then not have my husband at home when I have to come home from that, it's going to be awful. I am dragging my best friend Danny with me though, because she knew them a little bit as well, but not as much as me. and I said you need to come with me. I can't go on my own. I cannot go on my own. I had to do that at another one, and I cried my eyes out at the back with no one to hold my hand. So I was like, nope, you are coming with me, whether you like it or not. I don't care what you're doing on Wednesday. I'm going to come and pick you up, and you are coming with me. And she's coming with me. And also, it's her birthday this month as well, so I'm not even going to see her for her birthday, because one of her other friends is taking her to a spa day, and then one of her other friends is treating her to dinner. And I'm like, I don't get to see you on your birthday. And she went, probably not. And I went, but we never get to see each other on our birthdays anyway, because I'm normally always with my family on my birthday, and then obviously she normally spends it with her family. But yes, so I am currently obviously reading that one, and then obviously I will then hopefully start Onyx Storm. I don't know whether to do a spoiler filled vlog for it or a non-spoiler filled vlog for it. Please leave comments down below if you would like spoilers or not. If I do spoilers, it will be like right at the end, so I will like take them out and then put them at the end, or I will just write down my thoughts and then basically be like, oh my god, at the end, and then I'll put like a timestamp. So obviously if someone does want to watch it without spoilers, then I won't say anything. But yes, I am going to end the vlog here so I can start a new one, because it's now Monday. And this one's been going on since like before Christmas, but obviously it was only like B-roll and stuff, so I kind of need to hash this one in the butt. So I'm going to end the vlog here, and I will then start a new vlog in a second, or maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure. I might start it tomorrow, hopefully, maybe when I've got my Onyx Storm, or I might just leave it a couple of days and then start like a new fresh one next week. I'm not sure, because obviously it depends on how I'm feeling. But anyway, if you liked my video, please like it. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, please do. If you'd like to leave anything in the comments down below about how excited you are for Onyx Storm, or if you don't want to read it, then that's fine. Or also, if you've read Light Lark and you absolutely loved it like I did, please leave your comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.